Did you know that one of the healthiest juices on the planet can quietly turn against you with just one wrong ingredient? Every morning, millions of people juice fresh beets feeling proud, believing they're doing something powerful for their heart, liver, and energy. And in many ways, they're right. But here's what almost nobody tells you. Beet juice is reactive, and that changes everything. Inside this deep red root are nitrates that open blood vessels, betalains that protect your liver, and antioxidants that fight inflammation at the cellular level. Real, proven benefits. But those same powerful compounds react strongly when mixed with the wrong foods. And that's where silent trouble begins. The scariest part? The combinations that cause the most harm look completely healthy on the surface. They appear in popular recipes, shared on social media, praised in wellness blogs. Yet inside your body, especially over 60, they can trigger dangerous oxalate buildup, disrupt kidney function, cause painful digestive fermentation, or block the very nutrients you were trying to absorb. The damage doesn't always happen immediately. It builds quietly until your body finally sends a signal you can no longer ignore. In this video, we're going to uncover 7 beet juice combinations you must never make, including one that can be genuinely dangerous for anyone over 50 or living with kidney or digestive issues. And more importantly, I'll show you exactly how to drink beet juice the right way so your heart, liver, circulation, and energy all benefit, without risk. Before we get started, welcome if this is your first time here. How old are you right now? Drop your age in the comments. We are reading and replying to each single one. Hit like, subscribe, and drop your country in the comments so we know where our family is growing from. Let's begin. Combination number 1, beet juice plus lemon. One of the most common mistakes people make is adding a big squeeze of lemon to their beet juice. It sounds healthy, vitamin C, freshness, detox. What could possibly go wrong? Quite a lot, actually. Lemon is extremely acidic. When that strong acidity collides with the natural compounds inside raw beetroot, the pH of the juice shifts instantly. For many seniors, especially those with gastritis, acid reflux, or a sensitive stomach, this triggers irritation within minutes. People often experience heartburn, nausea, or a sour stomach shortly after, without ever suspecting the lemon. But the bigger problem is what happens to beets' nutrients. Beets are naturally rich in plant-based iron and beneficial pigments that support blood building and circulation. Those nutrients require a stable environment to absorb properly. When lemon overly acidifies the mixture, it disrupts that process entirely. Instead of enhancing absorption, the acidity interferes with it, particularly iron absorption, canceling one of the key benefits people expect from beet juice. What was meant to boost energy and oxygenation ends up delivering nothing but discomfort. There's also the dizziness and weakness some people feel afterward. The acidic shock overstimulates stomach acid production, especially in older adults whose digestive lining is already thinner and more fragile. If you're dealing with reflux, this combination can further aggravate the esophagus. Lemon itself isn't the villain. Quantity is. A few drops for flavor can be harmless. But half a lemon or more is where problems begin. If your stomach is sensitive, skip the lemon entirely. Combination number 2, beet juice plus honey or sugar. This is one of the most common mistakes people make, and unfortunately, one of the most harmful. Many people dislike the earthy taste of beetroot, so they add honey, table sugar, or sweet syrups to fix it. It feels innocent. After all, honey is natural, right? But the moment you add concentrated sugars to beet juice, you completely change how your body processes it. Beets are naturally rich in nitrates that convert into nitric oxide, a compound that relaxes blood vessels, improves circulation, boosts stamina, and helps regulate blood pressure. When you mix beet juice with honey or sugar, that nitrate conversion is disrupted. The result, the very benefit most people drink beet juice for, becomes significantly weaker. What you're left with is a sugary drink that spikes blood glucose and delivers only a fraction of the cardiovascular support beets are meant to provide. For seniors, this conflict is even more serious. Added sugars trigger rapid insulin responses followed by inflammation and oxidative stress, especially dangerous for those with diabetes, prediabetes, or liver issues. Honey, despite being natural, still behaves like a quick sugar in the bloodstream. It can accelerate fat buildup in the liver, worsen insulin resistance, and cause energy crashes. For those with kidney concerns, sugar overload forces the kidneys to work harder, the exact opposite of what your body needs. The good news: beetroot already carries a mild natural sweetness. If you need to soften the flavor, try green apple or cucumber instead. They add freshness without interfering with nitrates or stressing your blood sugar. Combination number 3. Beet juice plus orange. On the surface, this combination sounds wonderfully healthy. 2 vitamin-rich fruits blended into one refreshing drink. But for many people, especially seniors with digestive sensitivity, mixing beet juice with orange can quickly backfire. The problem begins with acidity. Oranges are highly acidic, and when their acids meet the natural sugars and compounds in beetroot, the result is intestinal fermentation. The mixture begins producing excess gas in the gut, leading to bloating, cramping, and uncomfortable abdominal pressure. For anyone with gastritis, acid reflux, or IBS, this reaction can feel almost immediate. But digestion isn't the only concern. Oranges contain large amounts of vitamin C. And while vitamin C is essential, too much of it in a single drink interferes with nitrate absorption. Nitrates are the very compounds in beetroot responsible for improving circulation and lowering blood pressure. When vitamin C dominates the blend, nitrates convert less efficiently into nitric oxide, dramatically reducing the cardiovascular benefits of beet juice. You believe you're supporting your heart, but the combination quietly cancels the effect. This mix also places extra demand on aging digestive systems. The natural sugars in both beets and oranges digest rapidly when juiced. Without their original fiber structure, they rush into the bloodstream, spiking blood glucose more suddenly than expected. Especially dangerous for seniors, pre-diabetics, or anyone with fluctuating blood pressure. If you enjoy citrus, consume beet juice and orange juice at separate times of day. Your stomach and circulatory system need space to process each one properly. Combination number 4. Beet juice plus vinegar. This may seem harmless. After all, vinegar appears in detox drinks, homemade tonics, and countless health hacks. But when it comes to beet juice, pairing it with vinegar is one of the biggest mistakes you can make. Beetroot is naturally rich in nitrates, compounds that convert into nitric oxide, open blood vessels, improve circulation, and support healthy blood pressure. Vinegar, however, is extremely acidic, and that acidity destroys a significant portion of these nitrates before your body even has a chance to use them. In other words, you lose the primary benefit that makes beet juice so valuable. But the problems go deeper than nutrient loss. The high acetic acid in vinegar irritates the stomach lining when combined with raw beet juice, especially for people dealing with reflux, gastritis, or digestive sensitivity. Many seniors report a burning sensation, nausea, or stomach heaviness shortly after drinking this mix. Because both beetroot and vinegar influence blood pressure, beets by lowering it, vinegar by altering sodium and potassium balance, the combination can cause unexpected pressure drops, dizziness, or dangerous weakness in people with naturally low blood pressure. For anyone trying to detox, adding vinegar feels like the right move. But the truth is the opposite. Instead of helping your liver work efficiently, the acidity forces it to work harder to rebalance your internal pH. More metabolic stress, not less. For those with kidney concerns, this extra acid load becomes even more problematic. Keep beet juice pure. Vinegar has its place in cooking, just never in your morning glass. Combination number 5. Beet juice plus milk or dairy products. Some people blend beet juice with milk to make it creamier, but this is one of the worst combinations you can make. On paper, it seems harmless. Beets for nutrients, milk for protein. Yet inside your body, this mix triggers reactions that cause digestive distress, nutrient loss, and inflammation. The problem begins with protein-acid interaction. Beetroot is naturally acidic, and when beet juice contacts milk's proteins, especially casein, it causes them to curdle prematurely. This doesn't happen gently like yogurt fermentation. It happens suddenly inside your stomach, leading to heavy digestion, fermentation, bloating, gas, reflux, and a rock in the stomach, feeling that can last for hours. But there's more. Milk requires a very specific digestive environment, while beetroot stimulates stomach acids and bile flow. When these two processes clash, your body struggles to break down both foods properly. You absorb less calcium from the milk and fewer vitamins from the beetroot, the exact opposite of what most people intend. For anyone with lactose intolerance or slow digestion, increasingly common after age 50, this combination frequently causes nausea, cramping, or rapid acidity. This pairing also overloads the liver. Beet juice increases nitric oxide activity and improves circulation, while dairy slows digestion and thickens stomach contents. Together, the liver must filter metabolic byproducts from both simultaneously, increasing inflammation instead of reducing it. If you want a creamier beet drink, choose coconut water or cucumber instead. They blend beautifully with beetroot without causing digestive conflict. Combination number 6. Beet juice plus spinach. On their own, beets and spinach are nutritional powerhouses. But juiced together in concentrated raw form, you accidentally create a biochemical problem your kidneys and bones won't appreciate. Both beets and spinach are extremely high in oxalates, natural plant compounds that bind to minerals like calcium, magnesium, and iron. When paired together, your oxalates overwhelm your body's ability to process and eliminate them. The biggest risk: kidney stones. Oxalates from both foods combine with calcium in the kidneys, forming calcium oxalate crystals, the most common and most painful type of kidney stone. For people with reduced kidney function, mild dehydration, or low magnesium intake, this combination can quickly push the body into dangerous oxalate overload. You don't feel it immediately, but crystals silently accumulate, increasing your risk week after week. Another hidden problem is mineral blocking. Oxalates grab onto calcium and iron, making them harder to absorb. So while many people combine beets and spinach thinking they're supercharging their juice, the reality is the opposite. You absorb less nutrition while your digestive system works harder to eliminate what it can't use. Over time, this can weaken bones, worsen anemia, and contribute to fatigue and muscle weakness. People with IBS gastritis or low stomach acid are especially vulnerable. High oxalate juices irritate the intestinal lining, causing bloating, cramping, or loose stools. If you enjoy leafy greens with beet juice, choose low oxalate options like celery, mint, or romaine, never raw spinach. Combination number 7. Beet juice plus carrots. Beets and carrots look like the perfect duo. Two bright, nutrient-rich roots paired in juices, smoothies, and detox blends worldwide. On their own, each vegetable is incredibly healthy. But juiced together in concentrated raw form, they create a quiet overload. Your kidneys, liver, and blood sugar simply cannot handle. Both beets and carrots are high oxalate root vegetables. Consumed separately in moderate portions, oxalates are manageable for most people. But combined into one powerful juice, the oxalate concentration skyrockets. This dramatically increases the risk of calcium oxalate kidney stones, especially in seniors, diabetics, dehydrated individuals, and anyone with mild kidney impairment. Oxalates from both roots bind tightly to calcium, forming sharp crystals that accumulate silently until they trigger pain, inflammation, or urinary complications. The second issue is blood sugar load. Both beets and carrots contain naturally occurring sugars. When juiced, the fiber that slows absorption is removed, meaning those sugars hit your bloodstream rapidly. For people with insulin resistance, prediabetes, or fatty liver, this combination causes noticeable glucose spikes followed by fatigue, cravings, and increased inflammatory stress. Over time, these swings make blood sugar harder to control. Some people also experience digestive discomfort after this mix. Without fiber to buffer the sugars and oxalates, the juice ferments quickly in the gut, creating gas, bloating, and stomach heaviness, especially problematic for seniors with slower digestion. The mistake isn't the vegetables, it's the concentrated combination. If you're drinking beet juice today, skip the carrot entirely. How to drink beet juice the right way. Now that you know which combinations silently cancel out beet's incredible healing power, let's shift to what actually works. Beet juice is one of the most potent natural remedies for circulation, energy, liver support, and blood pressure, but only when consumed correctly. Most people make two mistakes. They drink too much, and they mix it with the wrong ingredients. Your body doesn't need a giant detox blast. It needs the right dose, at the right time, prepared the right way. 1. Respect the dose. 1 medium beet per day is enough. Beets are rich in natural nitrates that convert into nitric oxide, improving blood flow and lowering blood pressure. Too much, however, can overload the kidneys and cause dizziness or stomach discomfort. About 100 to 120 milliliters of fresh juice daily is the ideal amount, enough to boost energy and circulation without stressing your system. 2. Drink it pure. No sugar, no sweeteners. Beet juice works best clean. Adding sugar, honey, or any sweetener spikes blood glucose and weakens nitric oxide's effect. If the earthy taste feels strong, blend with cucumber, celery, or a small piece of green apple. Gentle options that support digestion without canceling the benefits. 3. Drink it on an empty or light stomach. The best time is first thing in the morning or 30 minutes before lunch. When your stomach is light, nitric oxide conversion is stronger and the energizing effects are more noticeable. Avoid drinking beet juice right after heavy meals. 4. Fresh is best. Don't store it long. Beet nutrients begin oxidizing within minutes. Freshly extracted juice delivers the strongest nitric oxide boost, the best liver-supporting betaine, and the fullest antioxidant punch. Drink it within 10 to 15 minutes of making it. 5. Sip slowly. Don't gulp. Beet juice is a functional tonic, not a shot. Sipping slowly allows your digestive system to process nitrates steadily without overwhelming your stomach or bloodstream. Seniors especially notice smoother blood pressure response when drinking gradually. 6. Rotate it. Don't drink the same blend every day. Your kidneys, liver, and gut benefit from variety. Rotate beet juice with low oxalate options like celery, cucumber, or leafy greens to protect mineral balance and reduce long-term oxalate buildup. When consumed pure, moderate, fresh, and at the right time, beet juice becomes a powerful daily ritual supporting your heart, energy, and detox systems, without the risks of overload or nutrient interference. To wrap things up, beet juice can be one of the most transformative habits you add to your day, boosting circulation, supporting your liver, and helping your heart work more efficiently. But as you've seen today, how you drink it matters just as much as drinking it at all. The wrong combinations can trigger fermentation, block nutrient absorption, and silently raise your risk of kidney stones. So keep it pure, keep it fresh, keep it simple. 1 medium beet, the right timing, no harmful mix-ins. If today's video helped you correct a mistake you didn't know you were making, give it a like and share it with someone who drinks beet juice daily. You might prevent a silent problem. Comment below. Which combination were you using? Subscribe to Ageless Vitality and turn on notifications. Your health is built on the small choices you make every single day.